Hello, welcome back to episode 14, part 2. Where we last left off, the party have met with a new character, Gloria, a little halfling woman whose motives are somewhat mysterious and questionable, I would say, at the moment. Mira has gone off on her own with Sorceress, and they've headed off and left on another task, leaving the party and this new character Gloria to have a bit of a meeting with Ontharr Froom and decide what their next move is. And what they've decided to do is to try and approach a contact of Onthar's known as Akin Celeborn, who operates a trading company, an equipage business just in the outer city, north of the city wall, just in the market district, and the company's called Blackgate Shipping and Co. And their plan was to head through the city of Oxenfurt towards the market district. Now, was there anything that you guys wanted to do on the way there? Or do you want to... I'll describe your journey and then we'll get to the market and I can take us across to a map. It's up to you guys. Was there anything you guys wanted to do on the way?
Not in particular.
Yeah, no.
Cool.
On the way, can I talk everybody's ear off about, like, stupid architecture facts? Sorry, Andrew, not stupid architecture.
That's fine.
Like a slightly condescending, deeply philosophical, basically rant, educating everybody.
Can you give us a little bit of that rant?
Oh, I don't want to. Because I also don't know what's there. Will you help me?
It was built ages ago. It's tall.
What sort of stuff would you be pointing out? Like just like various minute details, like, well, this gargoyle was constructed in 1612 and has been in this city for over 1,000 years.
Exactly.
Okay. Do you want to give them any interesting information too? Because if you want to give some interesting information, I can give these guys some interesting info on Paelen as they travel through.
Maybe, but it's also so convoluted that even if it was interesting, it's now just like...
Okay, got it. Yeah. So on the way through, as you pass through the Brightbell Borough, you point out the Melodia, which is a large concert hall made from timber and stone and covered in ornate tapestries. But any more interesting information is drowned out because Gloria also sort of talks about how the fact that, people come and listen and marvel at the musical genius of performers, but actually, she's way better and she's played it there many, many times. And, there's many accolades. Like, if you head inside and turn left and up a flight of stairs and then to the right, you can see her painting is actually there on the wall. That was commissioned by one of her many, many patrons for her gifted musical talents and oratory talents. She also points out a tailor's shop on the way as well, Radiant Raiments, and she points out this is where she gets all of her custom clothes made, but only the most sort of wealthy and prominent members of society can enter, and you guys probably wouldn't be allowed inside.
Damn, I was going to say I would have tried to walk straight in.
That's all I wanted.
Gloria just says that you guys probably wouldn't be allowed inside. You're just too common. She
That's
points
okay.
out.
That's fine. They don't have this in orange, so it's fine.
Oh no, they have every color. They have every color. Yeah, they have radiant colors. She also points out a large, privately owned tract of land known as the Alto Manor. And you can see this very, very large set of gardens as well as this large manor house is actually built around a large ancient portal mechanism. So she would tell you this, that the ancient portal mechanism which was left behind from the time of giants, and you guys would know from the history of Nostea that the giants built these vast portals that allowed transportation across the different planes, and that's how most of the races of Nostea arrived, especially the elves and dwarves. They were the first ones to come through. But you know that the mechanisms have been dormant since the giants disappeared, and only a few of them have ever been reactivated, and this one's never been reactivated. But Gloria just sort of goes on and on about how she could definitely do it. Like, it's definitely well within her purview. She's just been too busy to get to that quite at this point of time. Would you say that's pretty accurate, Alice?
Yeah, bigger ambitions for Milo.
Yeah. And as you pass through the Brightbell Borough and then through the Bell District, she leads you out the gates. As you sort of leave this area of the city, the inner city is much more opulent and much more, I should say, sort of steampunky. So there's a lot of differences here to Oxenfurt. There's a lot of technology, a lot of steam-driven technology, gears and things like that. The lights are all electric, a sulfur halogen electric gas, which is really, really crazy. They give off this very soft, warm orange glow. and you would see occasionally people coming to check the filaments and things like that inside of them. You can see a number of people who are walking on stilts to stay high above the ground, these electronic stilts that basically extend outwards and allow them to increase their gait. There's a few people driving around in what look like it's a giant wheel that has a central seat in the very center, and the person sits in the seat and then it moves the wheel around, and it's sort of in place of horse and carts here in the city. There are still horse and carts, but there's a few people riding around in these Gloria, you know them as omnibikes, but you guys would have no idea what this stuff is. It's crazy artificer technological magic stuff. But as you pass outside the main gates, you leave a lot of this behind, and it starts to look a lot more like Oxenford, a much more traditional sort of fantasy style city. The houses are still quite well made, not a shanty town, but compared to the wonders inside the city, this seems to be a much more common and bare and plain place. And I will bring you guys across to the market as she leads you through into the market district. Alrighty.
Oh, I see.
How exciting! Ah, look at that perspective.
So you should all have control of your characters, and your characters should be able to see things.
Oh!
Yeah, right. I see it
yeah.
works.
As you move around, you guys can see through.
Sorry,
this
I shouldn't
fog.
have done that.
Oh, that's
okay.
cool. Everyone on the
map is still
podcast, we're probably
loading.
just all going.
Map is still
"Ooh,
loading
ah,"
on the camera.
but,
There we go. But yeah, that's what you can see. What I will do, just because it's really annoying me, is I'm going to remove this one, this one, this one.
That's fair.
Here we go. Because as cool as the perspective is, here we go. That's a bit better. Okay, great.
There's all these like big black like lines everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's just getting a bit too much for me. There we go. Okay, so that's what you guys can see.
Cool.
Okay. So where are we meeting this caravan? We know where they're
So
going.
as you sort of head into the main market district, you know that the place you're looking for, the sign that you were told to look out for, is called Blackgate Shipping and Co.
Well,
As you sort of enter into the main market area, Gloria, you're just sprinting ahead there.
Sorry.
That's okay. No. So as you enter into the main market area, you can see a number of people milling around, doing their thing, going about their business. Azure, you're heading up down this way. Well, let's head with Azure first, because Azure's sort of heading around this way. Azure, as you pass down this area here, you can see a number of signs pointing out various businesses and things like that, a number of market stalls which have been set up. Can you make me a perception check, please?
Mm-hmm. Oh, not very good. Not paying attention.
7. As you're looking around, you're not really seeing anything that grabs your attention. There's nothing that you're not seeing any of the signs for Blackgate Shipping and Co. You can't see any signs of anyone who looks like a cultist per se. Nothing really stands out to you too much. And that's what you sort of see as you look around. Gloria, Wiltix, and Emeric, what are you three doing down here in the main central section of the markets?
I think I'd sort of be just sort of taking in the sights and the smells of the market and just sort of keeping an eye out for that Black Shipping or Black... Is it Black Shipping Co., whatever it's called?
Yeah, Black Shipping and Co.
Yeah. So I imagine that's what I would be doing.
Yeah, do you want to make a perception check?
A little bit
19.
more perceptive than Azure.
Yeah, absolutely. 19. You can see this building up towards this way here, sort of towards the northwest of the map. It's down a sort of narrow corridor. Yeah. There is a sign out the front that says Blackgate Shipping and Co. What you can also see is there are two men standing outside the front, watching people as they go past. They're not standing directly out the front. They're sort of standing off to the other side of the street, but they're clearly watching this building and keeping an eye on what's going on over that way there.
Okay. I I'll sort of walk over here as these guys are sort of I imagine just sort of looking around at the market and what's out and about, and I'll sort of stroll up to Wiltix and if Gloria's around. So I've already found Black Gate Shipping and Co. They're up that way, and I point just around the corner.
Oh, fantastic. Have you found anything else interesting at the stalls around here, or had a look around, or do you want to head straight off and get right into it?
Well, look, it's up to you. I don't really mind what we do here. You can have a look around and meander around. I'm gonna walk over to the this way and just grab our good friend Azure.
Perfect. Well,
So that's what I'll do.
have a quick little look into the fountain that's in front of me. I'm just interested in that. And then
Yeah. I
Yeah,
can use
any-
your
any
perception
other-
check. Yeah, go ahead and make me a perception check. Let's see what you see.
a 16.
Yeah. Why is it rolled? Oh, no. Sorry, it's because it's you have to take the 5, unfortunately, because the 16's if it's with advantage.
Oh, how did I do that?
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Anyway,
Sorry,
yeah.
Wiltix. Yeah, as you look into the fountain, you can see the glint of 1 or 2 coppers, but the water itself seems pretty murky and pretty dirty. A number of pigeons sitting on one of the side areas of this fountain, just relieving themselves into the water. Pretty gross. Is the
No, ridiculous.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
This
cool.
sort of
All right, well,
two-tiered
and is there
fountain.
any other interesting stalls around? You know, selling.
So there's a number of food stalls. There's a couple of stalls selling various common and mundane goods. Nothing really that stands out as I would say, like, fascinating to you. There is one merchant who seems to be selling maps and things like that, just located towards the middle here, just across from where you are at the fountain, probably about 30 feet away. And there's what looks like some sort of noble discussing a map or a document with him. But the rest of them seem to be more common, mundane goods.
Oh, if I could eavesdrop a little bit on the conversation that the noble's having with the map.
Yeah.
Seller.
Yeah. As you listen in, you only catch occasional snippets because of your perception check, but you do catch the noble sort of saying,
No. So clearly what I was asking for was a map of the open areas, and what you've given me is just garbage.
and the merchant's going,
Well, I'm sorry, sir, but I can't refund a map once you've already drawn on it. If you've made annotations, it is now your map. No, this is unacceptable. Look, all I did was colour in the bits that I hadn't explored yet, and now I can't uncolour them.
and that seems to be the discussion.
Oh, okay. I'll walk up and be like, "Oh, what's going on here, fellows?" And then obviously they
Sorry,
explain the situation.
I have a paying customer now. Could you please back away, sir?
The noble's like,
Fine, but I'll let you know I'm going to be coming back. This is unacceptable.
and he wanders off towards the north. Wiltix, you can move on up to the stall if you so desire.
Is that this one at the top? That one there, the yellow.
Just,
Yep.
just here.
Oh, that one
Yeah,
down
cool.
there. Okay.
Yeah, let's zoom on in. So, the merchant appears to be an older gentleman. You reckon probably elf. The ears are a bit too pointy for a half elf. You think he's probably a full-blooded elf. He seems to be sort of quite muted blue skin tone, maybe some sort of moon elf, or possibly even an Eladrin of the winter spire. As he's sort of talking a winter Eladrin.
Yes, how can I help you, young man?
Oh, possibly in the market for a map of two. Have you got maps that cover all of the lands in this area, or further up north?
Well, yes, absolutely. I can offer you maps on I can definitely offer you maps of the city. I can offer you maps of the lands towards the north of our great city of Paelen. I've got maps of Azure here. Obviously, the more ground you're looking to cover, the more expensive the map's going to be.
Oh no, of course. Any maps of areas like I want to say it was Stillhay, was it?
It
The
was.
area up north? Yep.
Oh, Stillhay.
Any maps of Stillhay?
I don't have a map of the town, but I've got a general map of the area. It's only 14 gold.
Ooh, yeah, that sounds interesting, but might be a little bit pricey for me. Can you do any better pricing than that for an adventurer like me?
Oh, I might be able to. Would you go to 12 gold?
Well, I was thinking more maybe, say, 8.
Make me a persuasion check.
Oh,
Oh,
oh.
It's a bit.
It's a 1. He rolled a 2 with a -1.
I'm sorry, but these maps take great skill and time to make, and you're not going to find a better cartographer's accord anywhere in the city. I'm known for being the best, and I charge the best prices. I'm sorry, it's going to be 12 gold pieces, the lowest I can go.
Okay, well, no, that will have to do. Does it cover areas like the nearby Moon Grotto, or?
Ooh, you're going to come out and say the Moonlit Grotto. Okay.
Oh, I've heard of that area. What's your interest in the Moonlit Grotto?
I've been told it's a great place to visit, especially in autumn. The leaves are absolutely beautiful.
Make me a deception check, you liar.
Oh, this is just good.
Oh.
He gives you a look.
Oh.
That's a 5,
Here's
a 1,
your
and a
look.
3. Jesus.
I know. That's got to be a fun coin. He gives you a look.
You're one of them, aren't you?
Don't
deny it.
I'm one of the Tempest Guild.
I don't know anything about this Tempest Guild, but I know a lycanthrope. You're one of them.
I didn't think there was many other lycanthropes around, but have you seen a few, have you?
I've seen my fair share. I've seen the spectrum, mindless beast, or vicious man. Which one do you fall into? You seem pretty controlled at the moment.
I was going to say, I don't look too vicious to you, do I? Grar.
No. But it's not for...
No. Why were these other people looking for the Moon Grotto? Did they say why they were looking for the area?
I didn't say they were looking for the Moonlit Grotto.
Okay, fair enough. Well, no, it's just something that was brought up to me by a friend, and was hoping to eventually meet up with them there. They've told me to come join them. So, if you have any maps that point to that relative area, that would be deeply appreciated.
I do have a map to the Moonlit Grotto, as it happens.
Okay. Well, how much for that map there?
It's going to cost you 20 gold pieces. This is hidden knowledge. Not many people know where this is located. You're paying for the information, not just the map and the way there. You're paying for exclusivity.
Ooh, like a private beach. Yeah, okay. Well, 20 gold, that's... I can't barter again, can I?
You can have
Not
another
with
go,
a-
absolutely. Yeah,
Oh.
I mean, you say something that. So yeah, go ahead and try and persuade this person. So give them a reason to offer you less gold.
Well, you've just said that you've not seen lycanthrope recently. I'm one right here. I can tell you a few of our tales when I come back and help you fill out more of these maps. So if you help me, I'll help get you some more details, descriptions, and maps as I travel. I can show him the book that I have, the one that self-writes as I travel through
You can-
areas. So
your special what did I call it again? Not the
I can't remember whether yeah, exactly right.
No,
So it's
a
the book, yeah.
No, it's a ledger. Your arcane ledger, because you're the ledger main.
Yep.
Very good. Very nice. Yes, I will drop the price.
In return, you are going to travel to this moonlit grotto, and you're going to map it for me.
As much as my friends that I meet there will allow, of course.
Fine. 15 gold pieces. And 5 more returned to you when you come back to me.
Okay, and obviously you said this place was exclusive. This information obviously just stays between you and I.
Of course.
Can I insight check that?
Yes, you can insight check that.
Yeah.
I'll roll
Oh,
as well.
come on, 9.
You have a fun coin if you'd like to spend it. So 3 fails in a row
yeah.
means you can re-roll a dice if you get 3 fails in a row. Because otherwise it's just not
let's
fun.
do that.
Yeah.
15. That's
15.
much better.
You get the sense that this guy, just in general, is a bit creepy. Just in general body language and behavior and some of the things he said, there's more that he knows that he's not telling you. He's not lying when he says that the information is exclusive. You get the hint he is going to keep it to himself. However, there's something else there. You're picking up on something not deceptive, but there is an ulterior motive to what he's saying and what he's agreeing to. There's more here.
Hey. So essentially what he said to me, I can get the map for 15 gold, and then upon my return I can get refunded another 5.
He'll give you 5 back, yeah.
Okay, but if I don't return to him, I just lose 5 gold, essentially.
Exactly, yeah. So this is his insurance.
Sweet. Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine then. Okay, well, sir, I believe that this won't be the next place I'll be travelling to. I do have some prior engagement, so it will be a little while before I can make it off to this spot. But yes, give me some time, and I shall report to you if and when I return.
Oh, I travel.
15 gold.
Yeah, he hands you over a rolled piece of waxed paper, tied with a very elegant string that he removes from a scroll case strapped to his back. Yeah, he hands you over the roll of paper. It's waxed to prevent it from water damage, and if it was to be exposed to fire, it would burn very, very slowly, so you'd have time to put the fire out.
Perfect.
He goes, "Oh, I travel. I'm not just located here. I move around a little bit. We might find."
What was
each
your
other
name
sooner than
again,
you
sir?
think.
I didn't quite catch it when I came over.
I didn't give you my name. You can call me the cartographer.
Okay, well, cartographer, very, very nice doing business with you. And are there any other maps or anything like that here that might be useful for me in my travels up north? Anything you'd recommend? A general map or anything like that?
I've got a general map of the area just north of the city. 2 silver. Doesn't give too much information, but it'll show you the roads roughly.
Perfect. Okay, well, I'd probably go to purchase that, and then I'll just take that out of the. If everyone's happy with me taking that out of the.
He'll hand you the map. Given the information you're going to acquire for me, I think we can call it as an added bonus, shall we?
No,
Hands over the map for free.
Sounds good. Easy. All right.
Wonderful.
Well, I'll tip my hat, and I'll say, oh, by the way, the nobleman. What map was he returning?
Fool tried to buy from me an Everfill map. It's a unique parchment that helps fill in the blanks as you move around. The map creates parts of itself. He used his ink on it, which thereby broke the enchantment. He was trying to get a refund. I warned him not to touch the map with anything other than the quill that I provided, and with no outside ink. He did not listen, and now he has lost his 50 gold pieces.
Oof. That's
Hey, it's a map that writes itself as you move through the area. It's pretty valuable.
No, I trust it would be. Okay, well, no, nice meeting you, sir, and I think I'll be moving on. I'm sure we'll run into each other eventually again.
Oh, don't worry. I follow up on my investments.
Sure.
Gives you a nod. Yeah.
Cool. Alright, well, yeah, I'll move on and try and join up with Emeric and Azure and Gloria.
Beautiful. So while that's going on, so Emeric's headed over to find Azure. Gloria, what are you doing while this is happening?
Is it a sunny day?
What was it, sorry?
Is it a sunny day?
It is a sunny day.
I
About
would
10
like
o'clock
to
in the
be
morning.
sitting in like a picturesque spot, maybe on the fountain or something, just enjoying the sun while I let my minions work for me. And
Nice.
maybe I'll subtly be paying attention to each one and trying to suss out some strengths and weaknesses as much as I can. I'm
Yeah.
not sure how much I'll see from where I am.
Well, tell you what, I'll get you to roll me either perception or insight checks. It's up to you.
What information would they give me that's different?
Perception will give you information like physical, just stuff that you can see. Insight is more about reading body language.
Yeah, I want insight.
Okay.
13. Yeah. As you watch Wiltix, the way he holds himself is very. It's almost like he's ready to move. He's ready to pounce at any moment. There's a lot of energy contained within his even when he's still. There's a lot of energy there. It's almost like very similar to probably to how you've seen dogs and wolves. Probably not wolves, more dogs in the city. They sort of, you know how when they stand with that sort of tense, coiled energy. Yeah, there's a feeling of energy to him. This sort of, even when he's static and not moving. There's also the way he sort of looks at things. You've noticed a couple of times that he sort of seems to use his sense of smell a little bit as well. And his mannerisms are very observational. He seems to sort of look around, he's taking note of his environment, and he's always keeping an eye on things that are moving. So any sort of movement in his peripheral vision, he's always sort of clocking, taking note, and moving on. You suspect probably he's spent some time in the wilds, judging by his behavior, or he's spent some time around animals or things like that. He seems to have a bit more of a sort of animalistic style awareness. Emeric in his armor, clank, 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 clank. Like, he's very, very deliberate, very direct in what he does. If he wants to do something, he does it. If he wants to go somewhere, he goes there. Like, there's very little.
He's a man of
there's
action.
a purity. There's a purity to Emeric, yeah. And you do get the sense, the way he sort of walks as well. Clearly, he's been very well trained military-wise. His stance, even as he's just sort of walking, he's always got his halberd ready to grab. It's positioned so that he can instantly pull it out. Yeah, seems to be very sort of high-level military training. You suspect that he's probably spent some time learning from quite well-skilled battlesmiths and things like that. However, you've noticed in the way that he talks, it's a bit more like a mercenary. So there's a bit of a dichotomy here where he seems to be quite well trained, but some of his mannerisms seem to be more of that of a mercenary or a rough sort of street kid. Azure is very different. He's almost got very elven-like body language and elven-like mannerisms, and some of the sayings that he even uses are very elven in nature. His accent is very slightly elven too. There's a sort of hint of a Sylvan accent as well. You don't know where that has come from or why that is the case. Like, maybe he grew up with elves. Hard to say, but there's a very sort of elven aspect to him. And when he walks, something else you've noticed with his body language, he seems to be very light. When he's walking, there's very little weight to Azure. Yeah, very, very sort of light and lithe. Yeah, and I'd probably say with his monk training as well, very deliberate, very careful. Movements are very smooth and fluid, and very deliberate. And that's probably what you've noticed with them.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem. Emeric, as you sort of come up around this corner, you see Azure sort of making his way around very slowly, I'd say at this point. Azure, is there anything you wanted to be doing while you're up around this top section here?
I'm just kind of wondering, I'm kind of eyeing off all the merchants to see whether there's anything that stands out. I kind of came up to the high section to look down onto the lower part of the market. And then just to see whether there's anything going off, like up here. I don't want to be too obvious that I'm looking into like the back corners, but yeah, if there's anything that I can see.
Yeah, so with your perception check from earlier, having a bit of a look around, there's not a huge amount that stands out to you per se. You can see the stuff I described before about the general features of the market. You can see people coming and going. It seems to be a very popular spot. A lot of people moving through. You know that this is just one market area out of a larger area. This is just one sort of corner of the markets. You probably would see Gloria looking over at you, each of you with a raised eyebrow and like thinking very deeply and sort of watching you very, very closely. But not too much else. There's not too much else you'd spy. And Emeric, what would you like to be doing? So as you sort of come up the corner, you see Azure down along the front there, just looking out into the market.
I'll just sort of walk up behind him, not with a whole lot of purpose, but like just at a nice pace, and I'll tap him on the back, and I'll be like, "Well, I found it. I found out where we need to go. I found our Blackgate shipping. So if you've got any business here, wrap it up, and we'll head over there. All right?"
No, that's fine. I'll follow you.
All right then. Come on, compadre. Let's get moving, shall we?
Oh, you good, sir.
Pretty quick little interaction there, Owen. So
yeah.
Cool.
As you guys get to this point here, two men clad in armor step out and look at you both, and sort of just seem to sort of eye you up. While this is happening, Wiltix, emerging from behind the stall in this little alleyway here, two more men with armor walk over this way and sort of clock eyes with you. I'll jump to Azure and Emeric for this little bit. As they sort of look at you, the one in front goes,
Right, so here's the problem. You're in our turf, mate. We've been hired to track you down, Emeric of the Black Bulls.
Well, that's interesting because, well, first things first, my name's Emeric, and I'm not part of the Black Bulls. I will do a deception check.
Go ahead. 13. Oh, mate, I rolled a 16.
Nah.
He literally rolls out a poster.
I've got your picture right here, mate. And I know what you look like. You're not fooling me.
Who drew that picture? That's terrible.
It is a pretty shocking picture, but it does mark.
That does not look like this fine, upstanding gentleman next to me.
Not very dashing at all, is it, Azure?
No, it does not capture your youth or your wonderful exuberance. Who are you two fools to question us?
We're just some bounty
Standing
hunters,
there
mate.
you're just some bounty hunters. That's just a bit nice of you to tell us.
You did ask. Look, you've got one chance to walk away from this pretty boy. Step off. It's nothing to do with you.
I think
Look
you
into
have
Azure.
one chance to walk away.
Mate, you've got no idea of who we are and what we could do. It's not worth it. Just back off.
Well, actually, no, why not? We want to roleplay that, Andrew, that we just start laughing?
Yeah, 100%.
Us two, what we just did then, in character.
It's like a belly laugh.
So I'm sort of, I'm sort of grasping Azure's like shoulder, and I'm like fucking having a good laugh, and he's sort of killed over and having a bit of a laugh.
I'm kind of like, using my thumb to point at them, like, these two, like, that's fantastic.
I got little tears that I'm wiping out of my eye, and
good joke.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. Yeah. Laugh it out.
You must be North Melbourne supporters. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Brilliant.
But I'll look at them and I'll be like, look, friends, you don't want to get caught up in this. Gold's not worth it. Keep your lives and go about your business.
Mate, you don't know how much gold has been paid for us to bring you in. And it's not even... I don't even have to bring you in alive. It's the perfect bounty.
Wait, how much gold are they offering, if I can ask?
Oh, look, it's easy. If you come with us, you can find out exactly how much gold you're worth.
Look, you make some really good points there, friend. I just don't know.
If they're gonna pay someone to bring you in, why don't we you should just bring yourself in. It's just like, that's just ludicrous.
Yeah,
Someone
that's a
else
great
will get
idea.
your money.
Yeah, no, 100%. Why don't you just go in and we'll just come with you, eh? Make sure you know where to go.
No. That's not part of the plan, friend. That's not part of the plan. You don't talk to our friend here like that and expect to leave the marketplace. Come on.
I look at
Well-
them like, now look here. It seems like you fellas aren't going to back off. So why don't we have a nice little toss-up, not in the marketplace itself. Don't want to bring these innocents into play, you know what I'm saying? We'll head off somewhere. Have a nice little stage fight.
Oh, I don't think you understand. Collateral's been covered.
And they both pull out heavy crossbows. That's going to be initiative for you guys while this is happening.
Shit.
Jesus.
I will get Gloria and Wiltix to roll initiative as well, just in case. Gloria, when you roll initiative, can I just get you to click on your token first and then roll initiative?
Click on which, sorry?
Your token first.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't click on my
You can roll
token,
initiative.
sorry.
Emeric.
I'm not
Do I
rolling
need to
too
click
great
a
tonight.
colour?
See, it just does it automatically, sorry.
What was that? Sorry, else?
Do I need to click a colour or anything?
Nope.
I
Just,
know,
click,
just
just click on the
click-
token.
Just
and
click
then
your
in,
person.
Perfect. That's perfect. Here we go. And I'll roll for the second group, which are near Wiltix at this point.
Oh, hell yeah, I
Beautiful.
moved before them. Oh, no, I don't. One does.
Azure, you're up first. They both pull out these heavy crossbows and they look towards you guys. Now, everyone knows this, but I'll say it again. Initiative does not necessarily mean you're in combat. It just means that the situation's gotten so tense or so time specific that I've put you guys in turn order just so that it's easy to keep track.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so they've
Alright.
both pulled out heavy crossbows and they're not pointing them at you, but they're looking at you with these crossbows.
No, I don't think you understand, mate. Collateral's been covered.
Ah, good joke. So what I'm going to do, Owen, just in case, I'm going to prepare an attack action. So I will.
Yep.
I kind of swing my quarterstaff out and like put it over my shoulder. I'm not going to attack them now, but I will just prepare an attack if they do go to shoot myself
question.
or Emeric. Yep.
Owen, just to help Andrew a little bit more, a held action, is it only like an attack, or can he do a move and attack?
No, so it's only an action, or a bonus action. Yeah. So if you want to attack them, Andrew, they'd have to move up into range. But you've still got your deflect missiles and things like that, which is your monk stuff that you can do. You don't.
I don't have to prepare deflect missiles.
No,
Okay.
you don't have to
No,
prepare.
that's right.
It's a reaction.
What I will do then is I will prepare. I kind of like will have my quarterstaff up, and with while I'm holding my other hand behind my back, I will prepare a radiant sunbolt. But
Okay.
I'm not going to. If I do fire at them, it's not lethal.
Okay, awesome. That is a
Just
great
so
use of
aware.
held action. Did you say
And
anything?
then I just so I'm going to like step one step forward,
Yep.
so that I'm kind of standing on the edge of the step.
Mhm.
And I was like, listen, yes, the collateral may have been taken, but there is no need for you to get hurt. But if you do want to fight, just know that I will not hold back.
Well, it's good to know. I mean, we're not going to get any money for bringing you in, mate, so we'll just probably leave your corpse here if that's okay with you.
Oh, your corpse will be very hard to find when I'm finished with you.
Oh, what's that meant to mean?
They look towards you, and they lower their crossbows, point them at Emeric, and go,
Alright, drop your halberd, we're shooting. Your choice.
and they seem to be holding an action. Gloria, you probably don't see this happening because it's directly outside your line of sight, but you do see these two armored men walk up, see Wiltix, and both sort of just startle and look at Wiltix, and don't make any further movements at this point, sort of looking over at him.
Do I feel like they are gonna hurt or intimidate Wiltix or myself?
They haven't drawn weapons yet. They are definitely heavily armored. They've got heavy crossbows as well as long swords. They're sort of, at this point, they're more just surprised to see him than anything else.
Do they seem to like recognize him?
Yes, definitely.
Oh, okay. Do they recognize me from what I can tell?
They haven't even looked in your direction yet, so you don't think so. You don't
I think
so.
I'd like to use that to my advantage.
Yeah.
Could I do something to unsettle them? And I'm thinking, like, could I cast Dissonant Whispers and not have
Yes,
them
you
know
can.
that I've done it?
Yeah, so you can make me a stealth check to try and sort of hide behind the border of this fountain and then cast Dissonant Whispers. Yeah, so you could move back 5, 10, 15, 20 feet over to here just behind the fountain, crouch behind it, and then... Yeah, you can do that, absolutely. See it, you can move yourself back. Do you want to make me a stealth check as well?
Yes.
Just to see how
I'm just
sneaky
finding
you
it.
are.
Let me see.
6. Okay, and would you like to cast Dissonant Whispers? Who would you like to cast it on? Which one of them? Because you choose one of them.
Does either one look more intimidating or...
So one's a half orc, one is a human. They both look to be sort of males, mid-20s to 30s, both heavily built. The half orc is taller and more muscular, so I'd probably say he's the more intimidating looking one.
Yeah,
Although
done.
the human does have a really distinctive scar across his nose, maybe that's more intimidating. So just to see, are you racist or...
I think I am a bit racist, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it would make sense. Yeah, it probably would make sense. All right, yeah, so yeah, you can cast Dissonant Whispers. So if you want to cast that, beautiful. I'll make a wisdom save for this guy here. That's a 12. What's your DC? 14. That's a fail. You do 13 psychic damage. And what else happens with Dissonant Whispers? Do you want to describe the spell for me? Tell me what it looks like and what happens when you cast this spell. So the spell has a description, but you can change this as much as you like for Gloria. You can reskin it.
So I whisper a discordant melody that this guy hears, and it racks him with the terrible psychological pain that just like it rumbles up within him, and he has no idea where it's coming from, and it's just deeply unsettling.
Yeah, so in my head I'm picturing Gloria sort of pulls her hands, cups them, and whispers in these like, basically like his psychological profile, like all of his fears, all of his failures, all of his shortcomings, sort of whispers them into her hands, and then he just hears them. The magic sort of transports what she's saying to him, and this sudden shock of sort of hearing all of his failures, everything that's terrible about him as an orc, deals this psychic damage to him, and he sort of clutches his head. He's like, "The voices, what's going on?" As he's like clutching his head. His friend turns to him and is like, "What are you talking about? What's going on? What do you mean? What, the voices?" And he's just like clutching, as he's screaming. That's what you do. You've still got a bonus action if you'd like to use it.
Can I, on the other guy, do unsettling words?
Is it an action or a bonus action? I think
it's listed as a bonus action.
Okay, then you can do unsettling words on the other guy. So tell me, what does unsettling words do?
Because
it's not a spell. This is a bard feature.
Oh, I don't know. I can. How do I check?
Oh, just under features.
How about you tell me?
Okay. Let me quickly have a look. So, let me open up your character sheet. D&D Beyond allows the DM to have a look at the character sheets at any point and quickly read out any of the features. Unsettling words. As a bonus action, you can expend one use of your bardic inspiration and choose one creature you can see within 60 feet. Roll the bardic inspiration die. The creature must subtract the next number rolled from the next saving throw it makes before the start of your next turn. So this would be really good if you wanted to cast a spell on this guy next turn that was a rolled save. It'd be good to use this first. I probably wouldn't use this now if I was you. It's probably better to save this for when you're going to do something with it with your action. So because you've used your action to cast Dissonant Whispers, you probably don't need to use this just yet.
All right.
Yeah.
I could always do like a normal bardic inspiration if you want, but it's up to you.
Yeah, what's that do? I don't know what that means.
So you can call out words of encouragement to Wiltix, and he can add a d6 to any dice roll.
Oh, okay. But if I did that, it'd be quite clear that I'm associated with him, wouldn't it?
Quite possibly.
Yeah, I don't think I would do that. Can I do anything else?
Probably. I don't think there's much else you can do with your bonus action. You don't have to use all the movement, action, and bonus action every turn. You can just use what you want.
No worries.
Awesome. Emeric, what are you doing, Bubby?
Okay, so they said to me, offer up my halberd.
Yeah, they said lay down your halberd, or we'll shoot.
All right, guys. Take it easy. Don't get trigger happy. And I like put out my halberd and I lay it out to them, and then I take a step forward. How are they reacting to me?
Yeah, as soon as you step forward, the crossbows are pointed directly at you.
That's fine. I'm fine with that. But I'm offering it to them as I'm.
Yep.
Take another step. How are they looking?
They call out, "Stop, or we're going to shoot you right now, mate."
I move forward one more. I move here, and then I lay down my halberd in front of. No, hold on.
Okay.
I'm actually putting it on the ground in front of them.
They're holding the crossbows pointed at you.
And then I come forward here.
Yep.
And I put out my hands as if I'm about to be taken away. Then I look this guy in the eye, and I punch him in the face with my metal arm.
So as you go to do that, as you sort of step forward with your arms outstretched, one of them, his held action, which was if you drop. So one of them had the held action, I'm going to shoot you if you step forward and don't drop the halberd. One of them, the held action was I'm going to cuff you. So as you hold your hands out and step into range, he's going to actually try and put a handcuff on you. So can I have you quickly make me a dexterity saving throw to avoid being cuffed?
Yeah. Quick question. He has his crossbow out. Would he be at disadvantage because he's got to quickly move that?
He's got a minus to this. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's got a minus to this.
So what am I doing?
Just a athletics or to be an acrobatics check to try and. Or I'd say acrobatics or sleight of hand to move your hand out of the way.
It doesn't really matter which one it is. They're both -1. Not bad.
16. You basically pull your hand out of the way. As he goes to sort of cuff you, he stashes his crossbow. And then you punch this guy in the face. Yeah, roll me an unarmed strike.
Okay. So I'll just do an unarmed strike like normal.
Yep.
So that's a 19 to hit. Don't take that damage in, because it's a D6, isn't it?
Yep.
Or is it D8?
D6.
Okay. So I'll do D6. It's only 1, but it's +3, so 4 damage.
Yep, as you punch him in the face for 4 damage. He sort of clutches at his nose and goes,
"You fucking... What the fuck was that?"
Yep.
I'll start laughing, and then my bonus action, I'm going to cast on myself Shield of Faith.
To get a +2 AC, very nice.
And that is my turn.
Alrighty. The veterans. This is the ones who are down near Wiltix. The one who is clutching at his head in very obvious pain and distress. Does anything else happen with Dissonant Whispers after you've done it? The creature doesn't move. No. Oh, on a failed save, and it must immediately use its reaction to move as far away from you. Sorry, so as soon as you did this, Gloria, he went 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 and ran all the way back into the alleyway as soon as you did this, now terrified of this strange whispering madness that seems to have taken hold of him. This guy at the beginning of his turn sort of looks towards Wiltix, points and goes, "You there, you're with Emeric. We're looking for Emeric. Where is he?"
I'll look up from my map and go, "Who's asking?"
"Well, it's just after a bounty, mate. Just looking for Emeric. I know you've been travelling with him."
"Oh, you gonna what bounty are you talking about?"
Well, he's
Who
killed.
put the bounty out on him?
Oh, well, he killed someone very important. Well, he thought he did anyway. Gambino, the leader of the Black Bulls. He's got a bounty on his head to track him down.
Oh, okay. Well,
He's a murderer, mate.
pretty sure that's the bounty I was going to try and convince him to go in for.
What do you mean? This is our bounty, mate. You can't just steal it.
Why not? I've got a document here that says I can take him in for the bounty, and I'll just minor illusion a document that says bounty Emeric.
Yeah. He's gonna walk up 5'10", and he's gonna inspect that document that you're holding aloft. This minor illusion. So it's against your spell save. Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna say while he's doing that, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, you gotta go check on your mate first. He seems a little bit upset about seeing me."
I don't think it was you, mate. I don't know what that was. He had some weird battle fears since he was in a conflict. Show me this document. I don't care about him. I'm in for the money. If he's gone, that's more money for me.
Oh, he's only around the corner. Come on, be fair. He's probably travelled with you for a while now. Do you know what's his name?
I've got no idea, mate. I met him this morning.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not very nice of you. But okay, I'll hold the document up and show him
what's
what
your
I've got
spell
printed there.
save? What's your spell save DC, Simon?
I believe I've asked this before, but I can't see where it is on my screen.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, no, that's okay. We figured yours out because minor illusion is so it's 10 plus your intelligence plus your 8 plus your proficiency plus your intelligence. Yeah. So it should be 8 plus 2 plus what's your intelligence modifier? Plus 3?
Is it 13 or 14?
So it'd be 13 or 14. Let's have a look. Yeah, 13. So your spell save DC would be 13. I rolled a 12.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, right. I didn't realise they were handing out multiple copies of this. I need to go talk to my union. This is ridiculous.
Oh, that's all right. Are there any more of you blokes around?
Contract. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of us sent to go pick him up.
Oh, well, can you go grab them and let them know that Emeric here's by bounty and to back off?
No, mate, you've got to come with me. We've got to sort this shit out. If they've given you the same bloody bounty, I mean, you've been travelling with him. I don't understand this.
Well, I mean, how do you bring a bounty back if you don't travel with him? I mean, look how big I am. I can convince him to come. I can't, pick him up and carry him, can I?
Shit, that's a really good point.
Yeah, exactly right. So, go grab your mates, piss off, and I'll bring the bounty in.
No, you've got to come back with us. We've got to sort this shit out. If you've been given it, I need someone who's professionally trained to look at this, make sure this isn't a fucking forgery.
Hang on, I mean, look, do I look like I'm not on the level?
He looks down at you.
You're not the same level as me, mate.
Exactly right. That's a pretty good level. So
short jokes flying around.
I know. I'm trying to play cool here.
I'd say that's his full turn and your full turn, Wiltix. Was there anything you wanted to do in this conversation?
Look, I'm just trying to convince him because I'm currently standing by myself. Yeah. There's two big blokes that are trying to attack. I'm just trying to convince him to piss off and we can get on our merry way. But
make me a persuasion check.
Persuasion. My rolls haven't been great tonight. Oh, nat 20!
Yeah,
wow. Yeah, boy.
He's like, oh, fuck. I'll go talk to the others then.
Azure. You see Emeric walk up and punch this dude in the face.
I'm just wondering whether I actually should have asked before whether my held action would have gone off when they tried to put the
because
on him.
Because that's not really an aggressive mood. Yeah, it wasn't really an aggressive move. Like he dropped his halberd and held his hands out. Like I'd say that you wouldn't be interpreting that as an aggressive move. And then when he punches them in the face, they haven't had a chance to react to that. So I would say that probably given that your held action was if they attacked, I don't think that's gone off yet because they haven't attacked.
Okay. All right, I'm going to, seeing that Emeric has punched him in the face. Do I want to make an aggressive action? I want to.
Okay.
No, I really shouldn't though.
Hold on. In the words of a great man, do it.
Yes, Anakin, good. Now kill him.
Oh my god, I am Palpatine and you're Anakin.
Alright, I'm going to jump. I'm going to leap. I'm going to use 1 foot on Emeric's shoulder and then kind of push off his shoulder and quarterstaff the guy on the right.
Holy shit.
Mate, that's amazing. That is going to be an acrobatics check, but that's amazing.
Yeah, so acrobatics check first.
Please.
Okay.
13. That's just enough. Yeah.
That's nice.
As you leap down the stairs and jump off Emeric's shoulder, sort of pushing on him, you make a quarterstaff attack. That's a 13 to hit?
Mm-hmm.
Or is that just the damage? Yeah, no, it's a 13 to hit. Do you want to roll the damage?
Oh, did it not roll the damage? Oh.
If you just click quarterstaff, it'll roll it for you.
I did.
Oh, that's weird. It usually rolls it.
Holy shit.
Oh, why didn't that?
So 13 hits them, Owen.
So for what he's doing, 13 hits this for the cool, just for the real cool.
Yeah, okay, that's cool.
I'm reducing the damage significantly, but just because this is so cool.
Okay, awesome. Yeah.
So as you sort of clock him in the face with this quarterstaff, it doesn't do the full damage because this doesn't hit his armor class. I'm just doing this because it's so fucking cool. You sort of just clock him a little bit. He takes a sort of a staggered movement back, and then you end up landing next to him here as you sort of come down and swing. and slam into him. Azure, you've still got one more attack, I think.
And yeah, so as I land on one foot, I kind of swing back and I'll elbow him in the side of the head with a unarmed strike.
Go for it.
That is a
23
to
hits.
hit.
Yeah, that hits. Yep.
And 5 damage.
Hey,
5 damage.
Why does his things have a cool like? Oh, that's a link.
Yeah.
You can-
Yeah, interesting.
I can
I don't know.
open
I don't know what this is. It's kind of, it's all different.
I suppose it's
it looks
probably if you actually do hit them, then I suppose you can roll it as a separate thing as opposed to doing it all at once.
I kind of like it. As you smash into Azure, these two guys here are not happy about how this is presented. They both pull out their long swords, and then they're both going to use their bonus actions to draw their short swords as well. And then they're going to attack. This one here is going to make 2 attacks against Emeric. So the one that the one that went to handcuff you, Emeric, the one that you haven't punched, he is going to make a long sword attack against you. Now, how come D&D Beyond isn't letting me roll this with Beyond 20? In fact, why can't I see any of Beyond 20's stuff? Come on, Beyond 20. Don't do me like this.
Did something
I
happen?
need you, Beyond 20. I've become so reliant on Beyond 20. Let me just quickly see. I know, isn't it funny how we've not even had it that long, but we've already become so reliant on it.
It's very handy.
Ooh.
It's just so good. There we go, now it's working. So he's going to make so he has 2 longsword attacks, and then a short sword attack.
Fuck.
Natural 1 doesn't hit, 7 doesn't hit. I'm guessing a 19 does though.
Oh, just.
So you
That with the
lucky
short
shit,
sword?
So that's the short sword, yeah. So the 2 longsword attacks, as he swings this longsword around in these very clever martial moves, you just sort of parry them away with this metal arm. But
And
his short sword gets
don't forget
underneath.
Shield of Faith as well, so maybe it'd be
Yeah,
cool
exactly.
if, like, thematically it just pops up just as he's about to strike.
Yeah, okay, in that case, yeah. So as he swings through, in a gap in your armor, this like golden glow sort of pulses out from you for a second, which deflects his blade. He's like, "Argh," and swings again. And once again, it just deflects his blade away until the short sword comes in and stabs straight through. That's going to be 5 piercing damages.
That's fine.
And then this one is going to attack Azure. So Azure, this one does not like you.
Oh no, Zilla.
After you just smashed him. Oh, okay, that's a natural 20. So the first one is a 13. So first attack is a 13. That doesn't hit you, does it, Andrew?
No.
Okay, so yeah, the first one, as you sort of, you duck underneath, this momentum from this jump still carrying you forwards. As he swings over the top, you just dodge underneath it. But as you stand up again, this second swing, you weren't expecting the sword to come back round again. And as it does, it smashes into your side. That is going to be 17
use something?
slashing. Yeah.
Sorry.
Protection?
Do the damage, but I'm going to use Sentinel Attack. It's a reaction. When a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you, you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against the attacking creature.
Yeah.
So I'm also going to punch
So-
him, and I'm just going to punch him.
Punch him again, yeah. So that's a 17 slashing damage, Azure. The next one is a natural 1. He does not hit you, so he only gets 1 hit in.
I missed. Don't worry,
Three's
I
not going
rolled
to be
it.
enough, yeah.
No, it's like 8. That's not enough. That's fine.
As this one swings at you, Azure, he's like, "I'm gonna fucking cut your head off, mate." Gloria, how you doing?
So what have I just seen? Of
So you
what
haven't seen
happened
any
with
of that
Wiltix?
attacking stuff. So you
No,
saw
yeah.
the guy that you cast the spell on has
Yeah.
run down this corridor and is now crouched on the floor, clutching his head, muttering to himself. This guy is talking to Wiltix, and Wiltix has shown him this document, and he seems to be very, very upset about the document.
And is he still talking with Wiltix?
He is at this point, but it looks like he's turning to walk away.
Okay. Is there anyone, like that person standing near that first
Yeah.
stall? Are they about the same height as Emeric? Is there anyone that's sort of the same height as Emeric? Or
Ooh, Emeric's very tall.
Okay.
6 foot.
so
No.
I guess I'm
I'd say just looking
thinking,
around.
could
Yeah.
I theoretically minor illusion Emeric's face onto someone else?
Yes, you could.
I think I'd quite like to do that, and I might do him, or if there's someone a bit further away, maybe.
So minor illusion, I think, is a range of 30 feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
From
What-
memory.
Maybe we'll go
So this
further
guy
away
here?
from us. Yeah, maybe him.
Yeah, okay. So you minor illusion Emeric's face on top of this guy's face. Absolutely. Nice. Yeah.
Sorry, I thought that meant I had to roll for it, so I haven't been clicking them to know what they do.
No, it
There you
just
go,
that
yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
Well, it
so
makes
you
you feel any
create-
better, that just goes off.
Yeah, so you
Okay.
just, and it lasts for a minute. So you create this illusion, and it goes on his face, and it lasts for a minute, and it looks like
Alright.
Emeric's face on this dude.
Alright. Then I reckon I'll move over to the other side of the fountain so that I'm sort of near Wiltix. And maybe if I could covertly make a motion to him while the guard is hopefully distracted.
Yeah. So given your movement, the closest you can get is there from where you were there.
Yeah.
So you
Alright.
can move around to here, and then
Yeah.
you can just sort of like give like Wiltix a wave.
Yeah, but covertly. I don't want the guard
Yeah.
to see. Do I need a stealth
make
check?
make me a stealth check.
Alright. God, which one is it? Skills?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
10. I'll roll for the guard. And Wiltix, your passive is above 10, so you see this as well.
Yeah.
Both Wiltix and the guard immediately turn and look at this waving halfling.
Great, thanks. So did my minor illusion, I guess, will I find out if it works when it's his turn?
You haven't, like, they haven't noticed the minor illusion, they've just noticed you waving as you've come
Oh.
over.
Damn it!
Did you want to like, but
Oh,
you can like point
okay.
and be like, you can try and point it out.
Yeah, and be like, hey, that's the man in your photos! Yeah.
I'll put this symbol on the guy so that I can remember which one's got Emeric's face. And you just point at this dude, you're like,
Yeah.
make me a deception check with advantage.
Oh, my deception's good. Right.
24.
I don't think I need the advantage.
Whoa.
Take it anyway, just in case.
Alright.
You may as
go
well.
on.
You always may as well.
No.
21. Wow. So your deception is +8. Dear Lord.
Yeah, you're going to be deceiving everyone from now on.
As you sort of point over, you're like, that's the man from your picture. He looks and he's like, fuck the contra, I'm getting this guy right now. As he sort of, anything else in your turn, Gloria? That's your action, and I'd say probably your free action and your
that's
movement. You've
fine.
got a bonus action if you want to spend it, otherwise you're probably sweet as.
I think I'm sweet, thank you.
Nice. Emeric, your turn.
Alright, the question. So my helmet's
Yes.
currently located here. Am I able
On
to,
the
from where I
ground,
am, able to pick it up from where I am, or do I have
absolutely.
to move
That's
into
a
space?
free action. Look, I'd say it's a reach weapon. It's 10 feet long. I'd say you can just sort of lean over and pick it up from there.
Cool. So that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Yep.
And then I'm going to hit this guy really hard.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hopefully. No, it's nat 1.
That's not going to hit.
I figured.
As you sort of swing through with your halberd, he sort of parries it to the side, and you feel your fingers go numb. You think that next time you try and use the halberd, because of the way that he's parried it, you feel like it's going to be a little bit harder to hit with it next time you swing.
But I will... Well, I'm going to try and do another hit, though, obviously, with bonus
butt.
action.
Yeah, absolutely.
butt.
Yeah. Yep.
That's 23.
23. So you get a -1 for the so that's a 22, but that still hits. 12 slashing damage. Oh no, it's not. Sorry, because it's the butt. Do you want to?
I'll
Do you
do
want
the
to roll me
roll.
the butt damage?
That's 2 plus 3, 5. I'm
damage,
going
yeah.
to use a first level spell slot and cast and do smite.
Divine smite, absolutely.
So
Roll
what's
me the
that?
damage.
2d8?
I believe so. Let me double check. I think it is though.
I'm
Or is
pretty
it
sure
only
it is
1d8?
too. I'll have a quick look.
The features and traits.
Yeah, 2d8 damage. When you hit with a melee weapon attack, you can expend 1 spell slot to deal 2d8.
2d8. Yeah.
And then, so 2d8
An
for
extra
1.
d8 for every spell slot. Yeah. Roll me 2d8. Let's see the smite.
It's only 5 damage.
5 radiant damage as this light
Fuck.
burns through the butt. He sort of looks and he's like, "Fuck, I said you'd be a tricky one." He seems a little bit hurt.
Okay, cool. Not the best damage rolls there. They're pretty piss poor. Could have been
Any
16 damage. No, I'll stay where I am, because if I move, I'll just get opportunity attack.
Alrighty. This guy who, so the half-orc who ran down the alleyway, sort of emerges stumbling a little bit as he walks forward. He walks up to his mate, who goes, "Yeah, look, Emeric's over there. Let's just go get him now. Like, this guy's got a contract, but fuck him. Like, let's just get to him first." And he's going to sprint 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And he's going to point at this noble and go, "Emeric, stop where you are!" As he sprints over towards him. This guy here, sort of a bit confused, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, sort of moves up towards them as well. And that's their turn. Actually, this guy at the back pulls out a crossbow, his heavy crossbow, and aims it towards this guy down here. Wiltix, your turn.
Look, I'm just gonna shrug and be like, all right, well, that's me out of combat with them. I'll walk on over to good old Gloria and be like, we should probably go find where the other two guys are and keep moving, because I don't think these guys are too going to be too friendly towards him if they actually do find him. So just encouraging Gloria to come with me and look for good old Emeric and Azure.
Yeah,
I don't think I can really do
absolutely.
anything else outside of that, like without getting attacked. So
Azure.
I did not like being slashed in the side.
No.
I'm going to use my quarterstaff on the guy that's between Emeric and I.
Yep.
Where am I? Jeez, there's 9. I'm going to use my inspiration to try again,
Okay.
because I'm not happy, Jan. Oh my gosh, that is terrible again.
As you sort of
Miss.
Yeah, as you swing through, you're just finding it really, really hard to get a hit on this guy. He's sort of ducking and weaving. His armor seems to be protecting him really well. You're just having a really tough time.
Ah, that's so sad. All right, well then I'll try an unarmed strike.
14's not enough. As you punch, his armor just deflects it like your fist taking a heavy bruise as you punch basically plate mail armor.
Oh, it's just not a fun day. Ugh.
Anything else in your turn, Azure?
I am going to spend a key point and use another unarmed strike.
Okay.
It's just really annoying me that I can't strike this guy.
Oh,
Alright, that's got to be a fun coin.
That is just not great.
That's a fun coin. Did you want to
What is
re-roll that straight
happening?
away? Yeah, look, that's a fun coin. Would you like to re-roll straight away?
I really do.
Yeah, I
Come
thought you
on.
might.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
oh my god.
What is this
It's
guy?
just-
Like a secret? Is this guy like a secret mistwalker or something?
Yeah. He's not here. He doesn't exist. He's an illusion created by Gloria.
I'm swinging like a madman and nothing's happening. My rage has overcome me.
Yeah, it's just not happening. Alrighty. These guys.
Can I say, I actually think this would infuriate me. Like, just the fact that I
Yeah.
can't hit this guy. I actually think that it would almost push me to the point of just being angry.
Okay. Fantastic.
A dark golden glint is in my eye right now. And the Celestials
gonna
help
roll-
them.
This is the moment
I'm gonna roll
where
to see,
Azure multi-class into a barbarian.
This guy here is going to move 5, 10, 15 behind Emeric. And he is now going to basically start attacking Emeric with flanking. Seeing that Azure is not causing any sort of harm to his companion, he's going to move away, and he's going to try and make some attacks against you, Emeric. Oh boy. So the first one, that's a 17.
Yes.
The second one, I rolled a natural 20, but the third one is a natural 1. So his short sword takes a heavy chip, and his hands are ringing, but the long sword is going to be a natural 20. That's going to be 15 slashing damage as he slices across you.
Jesus.
As he cuts across you. The next one is going to make one attack against Azure, one attack against Emeric, and then he's going to figure out what he wants to do after that. So the first one Oh my god, you're not going to believe this. I got another natural 20. I'm going to take a screenshot and I'll put it in the video so that people who are watching this back can see I just rolled another natural 20. This one's against Azure. I'm rolling really well tonight. I've got the video evidence though, but the good news is the damage I rolled was super poor. That's only going to be a 10 damage against you, Azure, 10 slashing damage. Emeric does that's a 21. That hits you, I'm guessing.
That does hit, yeah.
It's 11 slashing damage, but the short sword which he makes against Azure is only a 12. That doesn't hit you, does it, Azure?
A 12, no.
No. There you go. Awesome sauce. As they're sort of carving into you, they're like, mate, we fucking told you. Gloria. You're just down here having a good time.
Wiltix came and said that we should go and find the others. I think I'd start probably going with him and like maybe walking. I don't know. Is it metagaming of me to be like, oh, well, we'd probably walk up to there because then we can see them.
No, because that's where you last. That's where you last saw them.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. That makes sense because that is the last location you saw them. So it does make sense.
How far can I go?
I believe it's 30 feet.
Can you put my like thing so I know what I can see?
Oh, if you click on your token and press, I think it's Q, you can actually see. If you click on your token and hold it down and then press Q, you can see how far you can walk, and it shows you a little arrow.
No.
Every square's 5 foot anyway, so
every square's 5 foot.
Up, down, left, right.
So it's 5, 10, 15. So I can easily get to here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I do that.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh no, so that's a bit far. So let me show you. Let me show you the.
I think I'm zoomed out too far.
You were here, right?
Oh yeah. I'm way too far. Okay.
But you can dash. You can use an action. Yeah. You can use an action to dash the extra 60 feet to get to up here.
Yeah, one.
So then you just got a bonus.
But that's going to draw attention, isn't it?
No, not necessarily.
All right, I'll dash.
You can even get to.
Well, actually, is there a sense of urgency, or is it just like, oh, we probably should find them?
I'd say the way Wiltix said it was, oh, we should probably find them. I don't think he seemed too urgent, did you?
Oh, look, it would have been one of those ones where, like, I mean, those two seemed pretty easy to convince that,
Yeah.
It was my bounty. So it would have been one of those ones where, like, we should do this now, but not necessarily, like, there might be any more trouble. But, yeah.
Yeah,
so,
alright.
Sense of urgency, but not too much, so.
In that case, yes, so there's a mild sense of urgency then.
Alright, I think I do dash then, because why not?
Why not? Exactly right.
I don't know what else to do. So okay, on that same turn then, can I see them now?
Yes, you can absolutely see them. You can see that Emeric and Azure are currently fighting these two armored individuals.
Not looking good.
Not looking good. So you've still got your bonus action, so if you wanted to start handing out some bardic inspirations, you absolutely could. If you wanted to cast a spell as a bonus action.
I took 25 damage in one turn, and my max HP is 40, and I'd already taken I've taken 31 damage just in these 2 rounds of combat.
Jesus.
Damn.
Are you putting that on D&D Beyond, Jared?
Huh?
Are you putting that on D&D Beyond? The damage that you're taking?
9 out of 40.
Oh, it's not refreshed on the interactive overlay. That's okay. I can see Azure's on 14 out of 31.
4 out of 31.
Oh, maybe it's still updating. That's fine. We'll give it a little bit of a chance. Might still be updating.
These 3 crits have just fucking devastated us.
Yeah, that was brutal. I like that was amazing crits.
This is really brutal.
So Gloria. So
I
what would you like to do?
A bardic inspiration.
Yes, you could absolutely.
Okay. Who looks more hurt at the moment? I'm guessing. Azure. Okay.
Yeah, I'd say Azure's looking more hurt.
I will do that. Did that work?
Oh, that's
that's fine. No, that's okay. That's okay. You can roll it if you like. So Azure, you've got a 5 to use whenever you want to add to any D20 roll. That's fine.
Pretty good.
Sorry.
That makes me pretty happy.
No, that's fine. You can absolutely roll it straight away. That's absolutely fine. I'm happy for the bard to actually roll their bardic inspiration. It makes a lot of sense.
All right. Is there anything else I can do?
Movement, action, bonus action. No, you're out. That's it.
All right, done. Wait, what was my action?
Dashing.
Oh, right.
To get there, baby. Emeric, you're up
Would
next.
you have called out to me just to let me know that they're in trouble, maybe?
Well,
you could definitely
I guess the trouble is that, like, because this is real time, right? So like I would have
Yeah.
assumed that we would kind of move together, but I guess maybe I just move a bit faster than you.
Yeah, that's the way it's sort of working, is that you're a step
So
ahead, so
maybe-
you can call back.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you can call back.
Yeah.
All right.
Or maybe
so what,
more. Yeah.
Oh no, you can keep going.
No, I was just like maybe not call out, but maybe like oh yeah, shit.
So you just
Just
turn
like
around
a
with this
reflection
panicked
of the poor
expression.
situation. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, let your facial expression tell the story.
Yeah.
Emeric, what would you
Cool.
like to do?
I'm gonna move backwards, and I'm gonna use an action, lay on hands on myself.
Which direction
or-
are you moving?
I'm moving. So you see where I am? I'm gonna move backwards, but I'm still within range of both. So there's no
Yep.
opportunity attacks.
Absolutely.
So I'm standing next to Azure now. Just trying to think how to do this. 'Cause it says you in action. I can touch a creature to restore any number of HP. So I can't do myself and Azure, can I? Give us 10 each.
No, unfortunately
Touch
not.
yourself.
Okay.
As amazing as that would be.
Alright, look, I'm gonna give myself 20 then because I can't do it again next turn and give him 10. It's just not.
Yeah, absolutely.
It just won't work.
No, so you can 100% heal yourself up.
Yep, so I've done that now. Okay, what else can I do? So I'm back to 29. Sorry, Azure, I tried.
It's okay.
So, how bloody is he looking?
One of them's looking very bloodied. One of them's looking like not hurt at all.
Alright, so I'm gonna see this one here, the one that's not hurt at all. I'm gonna use as a bonus action my channel divinity, Vow of Amenity. So, choose a creature within 10 feet and gain advantage on attack rolls against it for 1 minute. Or until
Absolutely.
it drops to 0. So I'm gonna do that as my bonus action, so that leaves me done.
Okay. Alrighty. Next up in the initiative order are the people who are running at this noble. This guy moves up 5,
Is it
10,
the
15,
noble
20.
guy that was yelling at the cartographer before?
It is him. I moved him over there.
Actually, let's
So
do
it
something
is-
real quick, sorry. I want to break
Yeah,
it
yeah.
up. Sorry. Just before I finish my turn, I want to use a freaking talk. I'm going to look at this guy who slashed me and like, I'm going to fucking cut you. I'm going to bleed you like a pig. And I'm talking to him. I'm trying to taunt him so he doesn't go after Azure. Then I'll quickly turn to Azure and go, finish this one off quick, smart, alright? Okay, that's it.
He
Trying to
doesn't even
taunt him
comment.
a little bit.
Oh my god.
Huh?
Okay. He doesn't even comment. He just sort of looks at you blankly and he's just like, mate, I've carved off like half of your flesh. I'm not worried.
But he has seen me just like have like this like white light, like blinding light emit into me, and that wound that he just cut is gone.
Yeah, he doesn't seem too worried. This guy runs
Anyway.
up, puts a hand on the noble, and he's going to make a check to see if it is Emeric. I'm going to roll to see through Alice's illusion. Alice, what's your spell save DC? I believe it's 14, isn't it? We looked at it earlier. Yeah, it is 14. Because you've already cast a spell, so I just scroll up in the chat to see.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm going to roll a investigation check to see through it. 13. Oh, you lucky
Oh my
shit.
god.
He
Yeah.
grabs this noble, like spins him round and starts cuffing him. And the noble's like,
What are you doing? What's going on?
like, shut up, Emeric, we're not falling for your tricks. Thought you could change your costume. We're not falling for it. And he starts cuffing him. While that's happening, the half-orc sort of wanders over with a crossbow. Because... sorry, that's right. So half-orcs have a Islander accent. We got him. Let's take him back to the station. Let's get our revenue. Right, yeah, we'll get him, go. And he's going to push the noble in front and begin sort of moving him. He can only move 5, 10, but he's sort of moving towards you, Gloria, but he looks like he's heading down towards the right, and the half-orc moves up to accompany him, and it looks like they're frog-marching this noble out of here, who they think is Emeric.
Amazing.
Wiltix, it's your turn. I didn't see that coming.
Alright, well, I'm going to... okay. big decisions. I don't know. I want to let those guys go, but Right, well, look, I'll dash up again, so I'll do kind of the same thing as what Gloria did. But part of me wants to try and walk past those guys and be like, "Well, look, guys, you can take the bounty. He's just got a couple of things on him that I need to take, and I'm just gonna grab out the map and the quill from inside his pocket that he was trying to return."
Make me a. I guess this would be a sleight of hand check because this guy's going to try and like push you off and fight you. This noble, he is cuffed. Isn't he? I know, yeah. So he's going to try and like kick you away, basically, as he's fighting and spinning around.
This poor man
with his pristine leather loafers.
20.
Wiltix, you take this map off him.
Cool. So I've got
this
his
no
map
longer
and his
functional.
quill.
This no longer functional magic map.
Oh, does it still work but has writing on it?
So you remember that the merchant told you that this guy coloured in parts of it himself with his own ink and quill?
Yeah.
And that has broken the enchantment, and the map is now worthless.
Oh, is the quill worth something?
You look at it, you're like, yeah, maybe 3 copper.
Ah, damn. Okay,
Can you still
well,
at least... Can you still see the bits that the map had already filled in, or is that destroyed too?
It's like the Marauder's map. Once mischief's been managed, it just disappears, and so now all you can see is the bits that he's drawn on. It's literally like he had the Marauder's map and he just ruined it.
I was really hoping that he'd like you could still use the map. It just had like graffiti written all over it or something like that I could. Anyway, so I'll use the rest of my movement to meet up with Gloria. So I'd be probably about there-ish, roughly, from where I was.
Absolutely.
And seeing those guys down there all nice and bloody, I'll probably use my bonus action to do my transformation as well. So,
okay. So I haven't finished your character out yet for your wolf form, but it is the next one that I'm working on. So Gloria, you, for the first time, you get to see what happens to Wiltix. Wiltix, would you like to describe what happens to you as you activate your transformation?
So I go from a towering 3.5 feet to almost an extra foot taller.
A gigantic.
4.5. Oh, gigantic.
Colossal.
Huge, like 4+ feet of pure wolf strength.
Pure lupine muscle.
Unbridled.
So I'd assume that as I get taller, the arms and everything like that might become a bit more muscular. Like everything kind of tenses up. Hunch over slightly, and probably a little bit. The arms and everything like that get hairier, or you notice that they probably quite hairy to begin with anyway, being a half wolf man. But kind of those subtle changes, and if you could pay attention, I don't know if you'd probably see because my big hat's covering, but the ears get slightly pointier and the nose slightly longer. But I think the first few episodes I said it's kind of like in Jumanji how the boy turns into a monkey. Think of that, but like a wolf.
So there's a slight hint of muzzle coming through. Teeth definitely would lengthen. Absolutely, yeah. And his hands become these claws, and the transformation seems mostly focused on his hands, his legs, and parts of his face. No tail grows out. He doesn't get hair all over his body. It's mostly sort of concentrated around the hands and feet at this point. Wiltix, as you call upon this presence within you, this extra, this wolf-like presence to transform you, you feel that familiar presence of Fenris in your mind. Fenris doesn't say anything, but you do feel the presence of Fenris there watching through your eyes. And as they do, your eyes turn into that pure wolf yellow, that sort of very, very vivid yellow colour.
Perfect. So as I transform, I'd also yell out to the 2 bounty hunters surrounding Azure and Emeric to leave them alone, and how about we have a real fight?
Okay. Azure, you're up next.
I'm I'm going to make an attack. So which one was the most bloodied? Was it this guy?
Yes, the one right next to you there.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to make an attack against that guy. Hopefully, all goes better than it did last time. So there's a quarterstaff attack. Oh, I'm crying out loud.
You can put.
I'm going to add the bardic inspiration to that. So
That's a 15. 15 is not enough to hit. Sorry, Azure.
Yeah. This is not working out well, is it? And
I'm
then,
sorry.
I'll make an unarmed strike. Oh my god.
Oh, mate.
That's
Oh
got to
my
be another.
God.
That has to be another have fun coin.
Yeah.
Like, have you rolled a single pass?
Today, I have not hit in like what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits.
Yeah, no. That's another have fun coin. That's another have fun coin. Roll it again. That's another fun coin. You can make another unarmed strike. Let's roll that again.
Oh man.
You've only rolled above a 9 once in your attack.
Andrew, what's going on, mate? What's
I have
happening?
no idea what is going on. This is
Can you
bad.
just roll me another one? I just want to see what happens.
Roll a different stat.
Hey! Alrighty.
This
Roll me
is
damage.
terrible.
Let's see it.
Oh goodness me.
Nice. Oh, Owen, you were a benevolent DM.
Oh, look,
You
but,
are
like, at the
amazing.
end of the day, if he's rolling below a 10 consistently,
Hey.
that's not fun. He's not having fun.
Andrew,
Yeah.
Andrew, you don't do a D4 with your fit, don't you? Because of martial arts, isn't it a D6?
Oh, did it not roll?
And that's only a
rolling
D4.
It's a D4.
Yeah.
I thought martial arts was D6 though.
Nah, D4.
D4 until level 5.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. It's,
Is that why
1d4
it's
plus your.
Oxford?
Next, it's 1d4 plus your dex.
So
Oh,
normally
okay,
an
I
arm
thought
strike
it
is a
was
D4.
D6.
Yeah.
1d4.
No,
Yeah,
normally it's
so
a
you get
D4. Yours does more because it's a fucking metal hand.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, it's a
level
D4.
5 to 1d6.
Yeah.
Aha, yeah.
Okie dokie. Azure, did you want to use any key points to do anything?
Can I? No, I can't do that. No, look, no, not at the moment.
That's fair.
I'm a broken monk.
Oh, mate. Yeah, I mean, these guys are unfortunately going to keep on swinging. They're just trying to take you down. They're going to keep on swinging. So that's going to be
They-
actually.
Wouldn't have turned any of their attention to me, transforming into a wolf over the other side by chance.
So as you call out and shout out, like, why don't we turn this into a real fight? They see you. They just turn back to Emeric. They don't even seem to be too fast. Like, their main focus is Emeric.
I tried, guys.
I know you did, absolutely.
So just let me know when you do your first attack against Azure if you do.
Yeah, so this one's against you. I tell you what, I'll do these ones against Azure first. Do you want to use your Sentinel?
I'm going to use Sentinel attack.
Yeah, go ahead. So this one here is hurt is going to make an attack against Azure, so you can absolutely use your Sentinel.
And that's the one I will be attacking.
Yep.
I don't think a 14 will hit though.
Not quite. Okay. Azure, does a 13 hit you?
No.
Does a 14 hit you?
Nope.
Does a 21 hit you?
Yes.
7
short sword.
piercing damage.
I think
What
that's
was
him
it?
down.
I'm
Short sword
down.
7. Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm
Azure,
down.
I'm gonna have you roll me an injury check. So the DC is 7. You just need to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Con saving throw.
7 might be a bit hard
Given
for
your
Andrew at the
rolls
moment.
tonight. Oh, it's close.
Yes.
9. Okay. Jesus.
I actually rolled a 7.
I know, that's crazy.
Oh, gosh. This is so
As the
mate.
short sword stabs into you, Azure, the light fades and you find yourself falling into darkness as your body sort of cracks into the ground. Emeric, does a 16 hit you? No.
No.
14 doesn't hit you.
No.
19. That is going to be 6 slashing damage from the longsword.
6 damage? Cool.
Yeah. There two goes. The one who's like struck down Azure goes, finally out of the way. Now we can move on to the main prize. And looks towards you, Emeric. Gloria, you see Azure just crumple. This short sword sort of stabbed through his gut, and you watch as he just crumples over and then falls to the floor, unmoving.
So he's looking pretty bad, like.
He looks like he's currently dying.
Okay. I might do healing word.
That's a good idea. What level would you like to cast that? First or second level? So second level heals more. First level only heals a little bit.
Oh, can I have done that one then? Sorry, I didn't realize there was a difference.
Yeah, did you want to do first level or second level? So you've cast it at second level.
Oh, I think, I wanted second level, sorry, that's right.
Perfect, yeah, then you're bang on. Azure, you gain 11 hit points.
You're back in the fight, buddy.
And Gloria, what is your healing word? What word do you call out to heal him?
I don't know.
Have a think. I just always...
The first one, does it have to be a single word?
No.
Okay.
You could just sing like a song. You don't have to sing a song yourself, but you know what I mean. Like you could say you sing like this like beautiful melody or something because you're a bard.
Oh, Gloria's not much of a singer. She's more of a talker.
I was gonna be like lame.
Nice. Yeah, that can be your healing word.
He falls down to the ground.
Yeah. That'd be about right for Gloria.
Oh my god.
I guess now I'm a bit concerned about like these guys bringing who they think is Emeric, and then they might look to the left when they get to this point and see the actual Emeric and kind of reevaluate. So can I move sort of further in to almost try and obscure their view a bit?
Yeah, so you could go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You could go to like here, for example, just in between Wiltix. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, can I do that?
I do want to bring in one thing. I know it's a bit of a dick, not a dick move, but like the two guys who are apprehending Emeric, how do they feel about someone turning into a wolf and someone casting a lot of spells?
Yeah, they're not liking the spells. They're not liking the wolf, but they're
pretty sus.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But they are taking down the person who is right in their range first, and they're going after their bounty first. Yeah, no, absolutely. Their mission objective is to get Emeric. They need Emeric. That's what they're there for.
That's good. That's good.
So would I be concerned, for example, that the two other guards that are closer to us, that they're going to see this happening and be pretty confused?
Quite possibly, because there's a bit of noise. Like there's the sounds of battle coming. Like at this point, they haven't seemed too worried. Like maybe this is something that happens quite a bit in the busy streets of Paelen. Occasionally, fights break out. They haven't seemed too worried, but you definitely suspect that if they turn the corner and spot the real Emeric, then they might know that this is not the real Emeric. Because at this point, they're pushing him in front of them. When you cast Healing Word, that illusion has faded from his face. Is it concentration?
Mine illusion isn't concentration.
It's not concentration. No, the illusion's still there. Sorry. It's not. Yeah, it lasts for an hour, so it's not concentration. Right? Yeah. So the illusion's still there.
Okay. All right. Bonus action. I still have a bonus action, right?
Actually, bonus action is Healing Word, so you've still got an action.
Yeah, you still got an action.
Oh, good. Because in that case, I wanted to. What could I do?
You could shoot your hand crossbow.
Could I suggest that they keep moving?
So suggestion is a spell. Because you've already cast Healing Word, you can't cast two spells with the same thing. But yeah, you could do that next turn, absolutely.
I think you can only cast a cantrip now.
Yeah, exactly.
So I could do Message, Minor Illusion, or Vicious Mockery.
Absolutely.
A Vicious Mockery is always nice.
If you want to insult people to death.
Yeah. I don't know who to do it to, though. Like, it'll be one of the two guys attacking Azure and Emeric.
Do you want to have your Healing Word of Lame be a dual action? It's the Healing Word for Azure, but the Vicious Mockery for one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Why not?
I would elect for the one that's attacking Azure.
Done.
So
I'll
one of
do
them's
that.
one of them's looking a lot more hurt. I'll make a Wisdom save.
Oh.
That's a fail. No, but that's okay because he's now got disadvantage on his next attack.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter about the damage so much as the disadvantage.
It's the disadvantage.
Okay, good.
Emeric, you're up next.
Alright, I'm gonna look at Azure and go, look, deal with that one quick, smart. I'll leave him be with you though. I'm going to concentrate on this guy because I have advantage on my attacks.
You do, because it's Vow of Enmity.
Yes, let's go. Okay, so the first two are just shy of the mark, which sucks. I'm going to do my bonus action. So let's see how that goes.
Oh, that's a hit.
Okay, so the 18
Yep, 18's
will
a hit.
hit.
Absolutely a hit.
So let's do D4. So 4 plus 3, 7 damage.
Oh, nice.
So how does that make him look?
He's looking really hurt.
From that 7 damage?
Yeah, he's looking so hurt.
Do I want to kill him quick smart?
This is the one attacking Azure, correct? Yeah. He's not looking...
No, I'm attacking the one in front of me.
Oh, okay, no, then this is the
That's why I
first
was
bit of damage he's
surprised.
actually taken the whole time. It's first damage he's taken the whole time. So he's not looking too bad.
Yeah, okay, I thought so. Fuck it, I'm going to do another Divine Smite. Let's hope that it's strong. That's a lot better.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely, like, he's taken a bit of a hit now. Like, that's not looking too great.
That's 17
as this
damage.
sort of white light, as this white light burns through him, he sort of cries out this, "Oh, you bastard! Why is the bounty always got to fight back?"
I'll look at him and I'll go, "Yeah, that's just a little bit of payback for slicing me up quick smart, eh?"
Doesn't respond, just looks at you with hatred in his eyes and murder on his lips.
So I've done bonus, I've done action, so I will... Yeah.
Alrighty. Over to these guys who are walking this noble away. Gloria, as you sort of move up and block the pathway and they see this wolf version of Wiltix, I'm going to make a quick... Yeah, they don't want any part of this. And they immediately turn 90 degrees and begin walking away from Wiltix in his wolf form, and begin frog marching this guy down towards the south.
Yes.
So I'll let you guys know now. Now that that's had the payoff, I rolled like basically like an intimidation check, a save against intimidation for these guys for Wiltix doing his thing, and I set the DC to 14 because I thought like that's pretty fair. Like these are hardened mercenaries. It shouldn't be too easy, but it shouldn't be too hard. These guys over here who are fighting Emeric and Azure, they passed with flying colours. These guys down got a natural 1, so I was like, well, they're just going to walk away. Like they don't want any part of Wiltix.
Okay, yeah,
So
that's
just-
cool.
Just use their movement and walk off screen. We can zoom in on the map a bit more. Beautiful. Alrighty, they basically frog march this noble off the map. Wiltix, it is your go.
Alright, well, I'm too far away to do a melee attack, unfortunately, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We'll go to there, and I'm going to have a shot at the one... Which one? I mean, look, as far as I'm concerned, there's only I've just seen this all go down and come back up again, so I'll take the shot at the one next to him with my hand crossbow.
You've seen Azure Azure got knocked down, but he got up again. You're never going to
It's a
hit.
21.
She got knocked down. She got knocked down.
21 hits.
I think that was
Yep.
it.
Yeah,
21 hits.
perfect. And that is
6
6
piercing damage.
piercing.
Yeah, he doesn't like that,
work.
Simon. He
Nice
does not
work.
like that at all. As this crossbow bolt thuds into his back, he sort of spins forward, goes as he takes this damage.
I'll yell out, "Come at me, bro."
Okay. Anything else on your turn, Wiltix?
No, that's pretty much it.
Azure, we're back up to the top. How are you doing?
I'm alright now. Thank you
Yeah, not
very,
too bad.
very much for that health, Gloria.
Was it glorious?
It was glorious, rejuvenating life. In my angered state, now that I've been knocked down, I am going to swing my quarterstaff with even more fury, and hope
See,
to goodness
yeah,
see
you-
it. Oh,
Oh.
thank God!
Hey, look.
Sorry.
Hey, it paid
Paid
off.
off.
Absolutely.
It paid off.
Let's see that damage. Go on.
Alright, two-handed.
So because it's a crit, so it's a d6 plus what you rolled there. So it's a 6 plus 6, which is 12. It's two-handed, you said?
Oh,
be 8.
Go two-handed.
Then it's actually 12 damage as
12
you
damage.
slam it into him. How do you want to do this? He has 10 hit points left.
I am going to. I imagine I'm going to kneecap him first,
Yep.
and then I swing up the bottom of the quarterstaff and knock him off his feet.
Yeah. And as you slam him down, his head just lands really awkwardly on the cobblestones. And is this non-lethal damage? Probably not by this
Non-lethal.
stage, right? No, it is non-lethal. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, like, how angry is Azure? Do you want to make me a quick wisdom save? Wisdom save to see how angry you are.
Oh, you are always talking that you got a bit of darkness in you.
14. I'd say you are in control enough that you may select to do non-lethal if you so wish.
I want to try and do non-lethal.
Yeah. So as his head sort of cracks the cobblestones, he just lands really awkwardly, and he goes limp as he hits the cobblestones. You don't think he's dead, but he's not having a fun day, shall we say? Anything else on your turn, Azure?
Yeah, so I'm going to then do an unarmed step into
Nice.
Emeric, and then
awesome.
unarmed strike this guy. Where am I? 22 to
Oh
hit.
yeah,
Oh my
you've been saving these hits, haven't you?
And 7
22
bludgeoning
hits.
damage.
Yep.
Nice.
Nice. Alrighty. The veteran. Seeing Gloria bringing Azure back up, he doesn't like that. He doesn't like the wolf. And his partner's down. He is going to... he's going to take an action, and he's going to move out of both of your threatened ranges. You both have an attack of opportunity, but he's going to take the dodge action, so it's going to be with disadvantage to attack him.
Okay.
In Wiltix?
Emeric and Azure.
Oh, sorry.
So we have to
That's
roll
all good.
twice.
Yeah, so you got disadvantage on your attack of opportunity if you choose to take it.
Yep.
Azure,
So
you're not going to
24
roll below
energy.
like a...
Damn it.
Yeah. So Emeric, you miss. Azure, you hit.
And 7 damage.
Yep. 7 damage as you clock him. Okay. He then moves 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 over towards these guys here. And then he is going to use... so actually, he's going to use his bonus action. He is going to pull out a little vial with a stopper and fling it towards Wiltix and Gloria. Wiltix and Gloria, could I have you guys make me a dexterity saving throw as he flings a vial of alchemist's fire at you using a special maneuver? Yeah.
Oh.
22, 23.
3.
Wow.
You both pass. Let me just quickly see. I believe from memory it's only 1d4 fire damage. It's not a lot. Here we go. Yeah, it's only 1d4 fire damage.
On a pass with it.
Yeah, so it's only going to be 1 damage to each of you.
Oh. Damn.
Okay. You take 1 damage each. I hope you've noted that down. Gloria, you're up next.
I put it here. Okay. There, got it. Oh, cool. What will I do? How hurt
So it's
is
not the traditional
person?
alchemist's fire. What was that, sorry?
How hurt or how well is the person that's just come towards us?
He's got some cuts and bruises, some deep gashes, but he looks to be still fighting fit. He's still ready for a fight.
Okay. So tell me again about the spell. So if I do another spell, something else wears off. So what?
Oh no, so that's only if it's concentration. So if a spell has the concentration tag or has a letter C next to it on the actual spell description, you can only have one of those active at a time. But if it doesn't have that, you can have as many of them active as you want.
Okay.
So you could use suggestion if you so wished. I believe you said before about suggestion.
And so tell me about that one again. So I like intimidate kind of, and then they have to do it if they don't meet the save. Is that right?
So it's a magical effect where you have a sentence that starts with "I suggest," and then they have to do their best to follow the course of action if they fail the save.
All right. I'll do suggestion, and I'll say I suggest you move on.
Okay. Yeah. I'll make a save. Oh wow. Yep. Nice. I'll make a save to see if he passes. Your DC is 14. It's a 7. It's a fail. So you said, I suggest you move on. Okay, yeah, and that's not a harmful effect that you've described. He, like this sort of, as you say that, his eyes sort of glaze over a little bit, and he sort of blinks a few times and looks around and goes, nothing to see here, just gonna move on.
Love it.
Anything else on your turn, Gloria?
Are there any other threats around? Not really.
Not that you can see. Do you want to make me a quick perception check?
Yeah. Does that count as an action?
No, I do them as a free action because I'm a nice DM.
Yeah. Okay. Because I guess the other thing I wanted to do was now maybe go to Emeric and Azure and let them know maybe to avoid those other guards down the bottom.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
15.
15. As you look around, you can see those guards that had arrested the noble that you put the illusion of Emeric's face onto are walking away, seemingly none the wiser that they're taking away the wrong man. You don't see any other threats. As this sort of commotion is kicked off, it looks like most people are sort of moving away from the area, not wanting to be involved. You can hear the sound of a bell being rung that you suspect probably is alerting the town guards that shit's happening here. That like people are just murdering each other in the street.
And then, so then can I do movement towards the others?
You can move 30 feet, absolutely.
Okay. Sorry, I can't move my thing. I can't zoom out. Will you move me?
Yeah, just to there.
Thank you.
As you just move past him.
Wherever. Yeah.
I'll put you there just in case, as you just walk on by. He's still at this point, he's like, nothing to see here, move it along. As your suggestion is still in effect. Emeric.
Is his
You see
dodge
Gloria
down now?
Yeah, I believe it would be. Yeah, it probably would be. Let me double check how long it lasts for. Because it is an action. I think, is it until the start of your next turn?
It is, but the thing I'm thinking about is because he's got a new suggestion now, like that throws off the fact that he wants to dodge now. He'll just go about his business and move along now.
Yeah, exactly. You focus entirely on avoiding enemy attacks. So yes, you are correct.
Look, I'm going to be honest. All that suggestion stuff has happened, and I was going to say something because I was going to say I'm going to attack him, but I didn't want to like rob the player of like their like actions. Emeric is definitely he gets into that sort of blood rage sort of when he's fighting. So now as the fight's gone more and like longer and longer, he has like the smile creep upon his face again as he's taken damage, and he's actually realized these guys are like, sort of his equals in a way. So he really wants to beat them. So he's gonna move into range 10 feet, and he is just gonna unload on this guy. He's not gonna stop.
Nice.
Unfortunately, great idea, and if I was playing any other character, they would follow it, but not Emeric. So that won't hit, unfortunately. Yeah. We'll do the other two though. Okay, that one's gonna hit. So that's advantage.
24 hits, yes.
So that's 5 damage overall. And unfortunately, I think that might knock him out of the suggestion.
It does, yeah. So any harmful effect immediately takes him out.
So I'm going to... Where am I going to move? So I'll move back here.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's my turn done.
Alrighty. Wiltix, you can see that this guy is now looking around. He's like, it's like he's sort of shaking the spell off as Emeric stabs him with his halberd and then butts away. He sort of looks back towards Emeric and goes, "You fucking prick! I'm gonna cut you open."
Okay, well at that point I'm gonna run up. 5, 15.
Sorry, Claire.
I'm gonna have a slash him with my claws there. That's a
24. That's gonna hit Simon. Just hits.
Just 9 slashing.
9 damage.
I do want to say quickly, Claire, that suggestion is still good though because it got him out of his dodge.
That's Alice.
Alice.
Claire's not here anymore. Claire's not here tonight.
I used to Claire being around. I'm sorry, Alice.
Sliding it seamlessly is the new brain of the group.
Well, there you go. Hey, perfect.
If you've got 2 X chromosomes, Jared just can't tell you apart.
I know the fucking name.
Oh no.
Wiltix, what's your next thing? So yeah, your claws absolutely rake across him as you deal this damage. 9 slashing
my
damage.
second attack, not so much though.
Doesn't hit unfortunately. As you sort of come around again, seeing this attack and feeling it the first time, he manages to get his arm up and block this second strike of your claws, ducking round. But you have dealt a hefty blow. Like, you can see part of his armor has been cut open. Like, you can see flesh underneath that's been torn by your wicked claws.
Perfect. And going by where I am, I've moved 20. I might. I was hoping to get to the other side. I'll probably stop around there, pop myself in between Gloria and maybe make myself a bit more of a target than the other two guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Azure. I think you probably want to rush in and end this, am I right?
Yeah. I'm going to... will I be able to make it? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yes, I'll move up and I quarterstaff. So I kind of like slide in. I slide under Emeric's blow and quarterstaff this guy in the leg.
Oh my
24 hits.
Back, baby. As a 6 damage.
6 damage. Yep. Oh, yep. You
and
might
then
just be able to do this.
And then I jump up with my leaf feet and knee him in the face.
Oh, nice.
No, I missed.
Oh, 10's not quite enough. So close though.
I will use a key point for an unarmed strike, for another one. Unarmed strike.
Go for it.
19
hits. Let's see it.
And 4 damage.
So close. As you basically just... So this unarmed strike with your knee, you crack into him, but he manages to sort of get his head underneath. But as he comes back around, your fist is already there, and you just slam it into his cheek as it cuts across his face. He is looking so hurt. I'm going to make a quick roll to see who he's going to go for, Wiltix or Azure. Alright, so it's going to be 1 attack against Azure, 1 attack against Wiltix, and another attack against Azure. Alrighty. Azure, does a 16 hit?
Yes.
That's 10 slashing damage, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
That's a 14 against Wiltix, I'm guessing that's a fail.
Oh, yeah.
And against Azure... Oh, it's another 16 Azure. I'm so sorry. That's going to be 7 piercing damage.
Again.
Alrighty. Azure, I'm going to need another Constitution save. 19, you're fine. No injury check for you. Your holy light keeps you safe from injury as you drop down once more, the darkness overtaking you. Gloria, you see Azure once more fall to this blade.
I'm gonna be like,
what would you like to do?
Fine, and I'll cast Healing Word again, but this time at level 1.
What are you gonna say?
Is fine your healing word?
Yeah.
Fine. That's 7 hit points back to Azure. I love it.
Thank goodness.
Fine.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, you're throwing 9 as well. Fine.
What else can I do? Oh, okay. So then wait, maybe.
Did you want to move up and stab this fool with your rapier? You are right there.
She doesn't get her hands dirty though, Owen.
I mean, it depends. I'd do it if it meant I could take credit for the kill, or for the.
I mean, if you want to vicious mock this guy, that's an option.
How hurt is he looking?
He's so close. Like, he looks so bad. He looks so hurt. Like, there is blood pooling from various wounds. One of his eyes is now glued shut with dried blood. He's looking so bad.
Maybe I would do a dagger. Because, although I would like to end it with my words, that's true. Alright.
And if you do that, he gets disadvantage. Yeah. I'll make a wisdom save. That's a 4. 3 psychic damage. He was on 3 hit points. It's exactly lethal.
Okay.
What do you say?
Oh god, I don't even know.
Just call him a loser.
Yeah, right. Why not?
Your pants. You've wet your pants and now you're dead.
Just do an L on your forehead and call him a loser. and just do like a little
Maybe
pose.
the fine. Maybe it's the dual action again. The dual action healing word, vicious mock, where the fine is like, I'll take care of this.
Fine. I like
yeah.
that. That suits her.
So the fine is a healing word for Azure, but again, it's this vicious mock for this this veteran fighter. It's almost like he's just reached the end of his limit, and then as you say this, it's just the final straw. And as he sort of drops down to one knee, he looks over at Emeric and he just goes,
Oh, there are so many more of us. You've got no idea how much money you're worth. Dead.
Guess what? The last thing he sees is my smile getting wider.
okay, before he drops to hell. And then
I'll
he
be like,
crumples
oh,
to the
don't worry,
floor.
we've already dealt with those ones.
Oh, what? You've been busy.
You guys are out of initiative.
Amazing.
Okay.
I just want to say I carry the team.
You certainly carried Azure.
You definitely, yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
Azure.
I usually roll a lot better than that. That is horrible
100% Azure. Like you saved him twice.
Glass cannon over here, Azure. Although I have to say, like those terrible rolls did even out. Like, wow, you got some heavy hits
They
in
did.
towards the. Whoa.
Thank goodness though, because that was
When
real
you,
nasty.
When you
And
hit,
what-
you hit hard.
That's it. And the way I look at it too is that like you rolled 3 nat 20s, but then you rolled a nat 1 for those other 2 guys to just walk off.
Yeah.
That was really handy.
Nice. I think that seems like a pretty good place to wrap up there. As you guys come out of initiative, you see these 2 bodies lying on the ground. One of them is still breathing. The other one looking very, very damaged and destroyed.
What I would probably do is, obviously it's Emeric, he would walk up to this other guy with his halberd in hand to finish him off. It's up to, like, people can try and stop me, but it's what Emeric would do.
I will get you to roll me a investigation check to see if you can see he's actually alive or not.
Oh, that's a
Just
good
given
point.
that you've been in heavy combat.
That's a good point. Let's do that. Okay.
You can see he's breathing.
Alright. I'm gonna walk up to him like, you know how Gothmog is in the Lord of the Rings, and he has like the spear,
Yeah.
and he goes like the age of men is over, blah blah, and he spears him. That's what I'm planning to do.
So you say the age of men is over. And then you
I'm not
spear
gonna
him.
say that.
Aw, go on.
It just makes no sense. I will
Nah,
spear
go
him
on.
though.
Okay, fantastic.
If someone, if someone else wants to try and stop me, they're pretty far away. But like, I know
I don't
Azure
think I
wouldn't put up.
I wouldn't like it.
Well, I'm doing it, but I'm giving you the chance to stop me.
Emeric, there's no need to finish that man off.
Okay, you're using words, so then he's dead.
Okay.
If you try to restrain me, then it'd be a different story. But I guess you're too far away.
I'm a bit too far away to like run over and.
He's
you've
prone,
done
you
it.
just stab down, and his body
Yeah.
stops moving.
Quick, I'm not gonna. He's not a torture or anything. He'll sort of walk over, cloth in hand, as he's cleaning his now halberd.
And that seems like a pretty good place to end for episode 14. We'll pick this back up again, episode 15. Yeah, interesting to see how you guys go. Awesome, really good job getting rid of those other 2 guys. That would have been a nasty fight. I was going to have to be like, we
Yes.
might need to stop combat halfway through, and we'll pick up combat halfway through at episode 15. But I prefer not to do that if I don't have to. So that was really nicely done with the minor illusion of Emeric's face onto that dude. That was hilarious.
That was great. That was
really
very,
smart.
very smart.
Awesome.
I did
awesome
myself.
work.
Normally I struggle to think of stuff like that.
No, it was good. It was very nice.
I think
Good.
I think bards are really, like, if you've got a clear idea of how you want to play your bard, I feel like bards are a really, really good class to play. Like, there's a lot of fun that can be had with them. There's a lot of direction that you get from the spells and from their abilities, especially if you've got a character in mind that fits the college bard that you're playing. So Bard of Eloquence absolutely fits the character that you're playing. I love it. I'm also loving the Blood Hunter stuff with Wiltix. Holy shit, I love it so much. Every time Simon's like, I like to transform into a hybrid form, I'm like, yes, yes, keep transforming, yes. Awesome. I'll get to work on your
very good balance of characters.
Yeah. So when obviously losing the sorcerer, we needed another ranged magic support. and Alice and I were talking through some different options, and then because she knew the character she wanted to play, we didn't know what sort of class she'd be, and then as soon as we looked into College of Eloquence Bard, we were like, fuck, this is her. This is Gloria. This is absolutely Gloria. Awesome. Well, I'll get to work on the character art for Wiltix in his wolf form, then we can have that token ready to go. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us, everybody. We've had an awesome time. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed tonight's session. Now that we've got the nice, cool dynamic lighting going on Roll20, we'll get to see some more stuff with that. I'll get a little bit more familiar with it. I feel like having it in daylight is less useful than inside dungeons. Having it in a big open marketplace wasn't quite as effective as I had in my mind, but that's okay because we'll get to some dungeons soon.
That's all right. We learn for next time.
Exactly. Yeah,
and
thank you so much for joining us, guys. Yeah, thank you. Welcome to our guest character. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for joining us for the next couple of weeks.
Thanks for having me.
No, we love it. It's nice having having someone who's not so familiar with D&D come in and look at things in ways that we never would look at them.
Hey, honestly, I think it's a. Oh, sorry, Alice. What are you gonna say?
I was just gonna say what you mean, with ignorance.
I was gonna say,
Fresh
I think
eyes.
it's a nice little debut. That whole minor illusion play was quite
That was very good.
actually.
I'm glad you think so.
So nice debut. Debut.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us, everybody. We will catch you all next time. If you're looking for our past episodes, you can hit them up on YouTube. Otherwise, we've got the podcast running as well, which you can find from our Facebook page or from our Twitter page. We will see you guys next time for episode 15, as we carry on looking for the cult, the Order of the Dragon, and attempting to join the caravan heading to the north. Yeah, thanks so much, guys. If you've got any questions or anything like that, hit us up on social media. I will be putting out that competition to see who'd like to design us an NPC, so keep an eye out for that. That'll be on Twitter and Facebook. We're going to have someone design a character for the stream, so yeah, I'll get that out and I'll let you guys know when that's all good to go. But until then, we'll see you all next time. Thank you so much for joining us.
Awesome, guys. Have a great week.
See you later.
Thanks, guys. As Claire would say, stay safe.
Stay safe, everybody. We'll see you all next time.